That tune is by DJ Real. Welcome to Blabbermouth. I'm Red Scott.
And I'm Phil Griffiths. Thank you for watching Blabbermouth, where comics play games, talk shit, and go home with absolutely no prizes. We're here in our non-Halloween back. We're back to regular almost, right, Red? I guess we got our voted pumpkin in the middle now.
The pumpkin voted so it can stay one more day. That is allowed. Any set pieces that have voted for the candidate of our choice, that's right. We're brigading. We're all about Chicago politics in the 1960s. We're happy to have them here. The chat started early today. Shout out to Queen of Blaze for joining early. First time we've seen that happening.
Yeah,
we appreciate you being here. God Eats Bagels. Glad to be here for the election special version of the game. And as always, happy birthday to Phil, turning 98 years young this stream. I didn't know it was 98, Phil. Congratulations.
Son of a bitches. I hate all of you. That's awesome.
Very excited. The path to 100. I mean, I think he's going to be 100 by the end of the week at the current pace. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it looks like poker night's going to be a big 100th birthday for me.
Shout out to EK Reese in the chat. Thanks for joining us again, Hero. I'm going to click on this emote. The Hey Guys emote. I should have gotten it from the context. Did not need to click that.
I do want to make a quick thing in the chat. If you guys are watching, don't be shy tonight. Definitely throw in your votes. We want to get a bunch of people voting in this, more than have been. So if you're in, make sure you're logged in. If you're watching, if you don't have a Twitch account, create one and watch it. And then you can be in the chat and you can vote during the game and help determine the outcome.
Michael Eppel says, Phil is much blurrier than Red. Incredibly blurry. That's what age does to you. You slowly pulled out of focus and pixelated. It's a terrible thing that happens to people. But you know what? We accept all resolutions of people here on Blabbermouth. So welcome,
Red is
everybody.
in the studio. I'm just a hologram at this point. So I died 20 years ago.
Yeah, Phil was actually a gift that Kanye gave to me for my birthday this year. And frankly, I couldn't be happier. Ozfest and Red is much redder. Oh, that's certainly true. That's 100% true. Shout out. I forget if Phil mentioned it, but if you're on Facebook or YouTube and you want to vote, you got to come join Twitch, twitch.tv/blabbermouthgame. So come check that out. All right. Phil, do you have any more small print?
No, but I think that's it.
All right. More importantly, we have a great lineup of comics. Let's introduce our contestants.
That's right. Our first comic is the inaugural Blabbermouth tournament champion, a comedian from the North Bay who will happily belt out any song from Corey Feldman's song catalog. Welcome, Steve Ausburne.
Yeah, go for it. Obviously, being but I prefer some of the B-sides.
Well, that was the question I was going to ask: is what is your favorite Corey Feldman song? But maybe what's your favorite performance that you've seen? Then maybe.
Of his, well, he does a very touching rendition of "Stand by Me," but I would think that it's the "Rock On" that was made popular by Michael Damian in the '80s, which of course was a remake, but really, in my heart, that's the original.
How many times have you seen him live?
Well, when you see Corey Feldman once, he imprints on you. So I see. I can't stop seeing him. Is the thing.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, Steve.
That's all about Corey Feldman.
That's all I got. I have nothing.
Our next comic has not only also seen Corey Feldman perform music, but he is a stand-up comic, an actor, musician, and he's heavily and actively campaigning to be Rick Moranis' bodyguard. Welcome, Chad Opitz.
Hey, Chad.
Hello. He's not wrong about Corey Feldman. It's burned in there for sure.
My question for you, Chad, what two character actors, thanks for the follow, RK Barney.
Sure.
But Chad, what two character actors would you most like to see in a baking competition?
Wow, that was very, very intrusive. Which two character actors would I like to see in a baking competition? This is such a good question. Wow. Man,
It can be
I
for
would have loved to have
aesthetics.
seen- I would have loved to have seen. Can it post humus or whatever how you say that?
Post.
It can be anything
I would love
you
to see
want it to be.
Brian Dennehy cooking for some reason.
Ooh.
Yeah. Wouldn't Brian Dennehy cooking up some breakfast just be a hell of a sight?
And the sexual tension of
That'd
him
be
not being
phenomenal.
allowed to eat.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
has to
that'd be-
watch everyone else, and he's like, "Oh, damn, that looks good."
Yeah. I'm gonna eat the hell out of this breakfast. Yeah, that'd be delicious. Okay, so Brian Dennehy and Man, maybe for a contrast, let's go with Harry Dean Stanton cooking up some like Texas barbecue or something like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be phenomenal?
I'm feeling that. I was
That'd
thinking
be
some
great.
sausage links personally.
They're very, very different types of actors too.
Oh yeah, HDS man.
That'd be a hell of a watch.
And they would both consume more liquor by volume than they would food. It'd be exciting for me.
Yeah, the amount of sweat would be added. It would be crazy.
Yeah, that's a wet meal, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome, Chad
That's what
Opitz.
makes it good. Makes it so good. Well, hello. Thank you.
And another comedian joining us tonight, one of my favorite comics to watch in San Francisco, but not in LA, just San Francisco. He's a writer for The Onion and as a writer on the Emmy-nominated Newsbroke, a weekly deep dive comedy news show that is obviously very, very similar to Blabbermouth. Please welcome Jesse Fernandez.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how's it going, Jesse?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you
Great.
in the orange sun? Where are you in Mars? Where are you at currently?
I make sure my entire place is sepia tone. I really want to be reminded of the kind of food that you can get at a gas station grill.
Oh man, now that I think about it, it looks like you wanted to capture the essence, if not the visuals, of a gas station hot dog that had been there for at least 72 hours.
Absolutely. I miss them. COVID is keeping me from my 7-Eleven meals daily, and I want them back. I guess I could still get them, but I won't because I don't want to. Because that guy, if they're working at 7-Eleven, they had COVID before it was even a crisis. They were the pioneers.
I think they put it in the Slurpees.
Yeah. Makes them taste so good.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Jesse.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Our final contestant is a Bay Area stand-up comic. She was incredibly funny on Nightlife on Mars, so we thought, let's have her on Blabbermouth. Welcome, Aivy Cordova.
Hi.
Hey, Ivy.
Hey.
So my question for you, your bio mentions you watch a lot of food programming. What reality star should actually run for president?
Oh my God. Let's see. What reality star? I feel like somebody from Jersey Shore would get a lot of things done.
Anyone specifically?
I want to see JWoww as fucking president and Snooki as Secretary of Defense. Like, I want all of them up in that bitch. Like, I feel like it would be productive. I feel like it would be actually productive.
That would be incredible. I also want to welcome C in the chat. We both, Phil and I, both randomly stopped by her feed earlier. Appreciate you stopping by. Good to see you. How's it going?
Oh, yeah. My mom's in the chat, too. That's always fun.
That's always great. Everybody
Hey, Mom.
say hi to Phil's mom.
Hi,
Very
Mom.
nice.
Mom.
Hey, Phil's mom.
I called you today, Mom, but you didn't answer.
Hi, Mrs. Phil.
All right,
You
that is
look
enough
great, Mrs.
blabber.
Bell.
That is enough blabbering. Let's play some games.
That's right. Our main game here is Punched Up, where comics write punchlines to classic joke setups provided by us. Before we can play that game, we have to give our comics some time to write out those punchlines. So in order to do that, we're going to play some warm-up games with two of the comics, while the other two go into the Blabbermouth bubble to write their punchlines. So Steve and Chad, we're going to put you two in the bubble first. And remember, you'll be writing 4 punchlines to the joke setups that we provide you by our writing intern, 538's Night Silver. So Chad, here are your setups. You're going to be writing punchlines to the following. 1, my doctor said I have a bad case of John Mulaney because, ellipses, a Russian sausage king was killed in a sauna with a crossbow, which is why they were caught off guard when, ellipses, Costco dropped coconut milk amid allegations of a brand's forced monkey labor. Say what you want about. And last, I call my bedroom Subway because, ellipses. Are you ready for those, Chad? Or you're dreaming of those all night?
I'm dreaming of those, especially that Sausage King one. Holy Lord.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What a... That doesn't sound like something Brian Dennehy would like to.
It does. It absolutely does.
Brian Dennehy is the Sausage Lord.
Sausage King.
Steve,
Yes.
do you have your setups?
No.
Not yet? Okay, he's going to send them your way shortly because we always do. On time, as everybody remembers if they've seen the show with Steve before. Steve, previous Blabbermouth champion, by the way. So, Steve,
Yes,
your
sir.
setups. I
Thank
want to
you.
open a store that only sells overalls and call it Ellipses. 2, a Milwaukee County supervisor apologized for using Cardi B's song WAP to promote the Weatherization Assistance Program. To be fair, though, Ellipses.
Oh
Number
my God.
3, A father built his daughter a 50-foot pirate ship for Halloween, which confirms everyone's suspicions. Ellipses. And finally, number 4, you ever notice how Johnny Depp looks like? Ellipses. How do you feel about those setups, Steve?
They are what they are, man. Let's get weird.
All right. Underwhelming response from a man trying to diminish the fact that he doesn't have a lot of confidence. Okay, into the bubble. They go.
That's right. They'll have 5 minutes to write their punchlines for those setups. And so while they're trying to be funny in the bubble, we'll start a mini game with Ivy and Jesse.
This is fun.
That's nice to hear, I think, isn't it, Red? That's nice to hear.
Oh, I love it. Queen of Blaze in the chat said, I pitched this show to my friends as they are always so on time and organized. We're like Disneyland. Like everything's just so well thought out in advance. All right, so we're playing Wrong Answers Only. In this game, we'll be asking questions about pictures from this past week and asking our comics to give us wrong answers only. We're going to go to Jesse first. Jesse, are you ready?
Sure. Yes.
Also, if you want to participate in the chat, feel free to. The comics would love if you came up with better answers than them. All right, here we go.
That is a definite I guess so.
All right. What song is this person singing? Wrong answers only.
I've got a pumpkin. I've got a pumpkin. Holy shit, I've got a pump. Have you guys heard? It's Beyonce. It's from like the early 2000s. It's like right when she tried to break off from Destiny's Child, and this was going to be her big hit song, and then that didn't work out, and then she came back later and tried it again, mostly out of spite because Michelle laughed at her about the "I Have a Pumpkin" song because, like, let's admit it, that's not a big hit. Anyway. Oh, wrong answer. Sorry. I don't know. The national anthem.
From the chat, we had I Think We're Alone Now, which I would enjoy a lot. And from Darren Bussing, Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel. Or the Great Pumpkin QAnon version. I need an entire Charlie Brown show done based around QAnon. That would be appointment viewing for me specifically.
We did also get someone asking for Jesse to bring your beard back. They miss it, Jesse.
I left it in the other room.
All right, next up, we'll go to Ivy.
Yo.
What is the title of this painting?
God. Karen in Solitude.
I think you should be an actual art director. I think I need you writing descriptions of paintings. This could be working incredibly well.
She's asking the painting if she can see its manager.
We also got this shining from the chat.
All paintings matter.
This painting could be more beige.
Exactly.
Next up, going to Jesse. Who is this statue of?
Lady Gaga.
Correct answer. Next up, going to Ivy. All right, this bookstore is named Square Books. What do they specialize in?
Octagons.
Clearly and obviously.
Duh.
All right, heading back to Jesse on this one. What is Ole Miss short for?
Old Miss Pumpkin Having I Got a Pumpkin. It's the next verse from that song. It's just she should have taken it for another draft.
Marty Cunny said books for nerds was too redundant, referring to the Square Books.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I think it was we all miss being publicly racist. I think that's what
That was good. I like that.
That's good.
That's good.
All right. What is this costume?
My future baby daddy. Are you kidding me? Let me hit it one time.
I've not met this young person. You will have to contact them directly. But with a costume like this.
Chat on a date.
Yeah.
Did you see the chat? Did you see the chat?
Chat on a date? How dare you?
That's great.
R.K. Barney.
The only way
says if
those
Waldo
shorts
fucked a
get
jack-o'-lantern. That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yeah. Dude,
I
those are
enjoyed
some
that
thunder candy cane thighs. I love that. All right, let's do it.
All right, Jesse, what is the name of this band?
The Gypsy Kings cover band.
And Ivy, what is the title of this album?
My God, Heads Will Roll.
Yeah, it is a metal band. It works very well that way. From
Sisters.
Scissor Sisters. That's great.
That is
Three
lit.
Non-Blondes. I like that so much.
Damn, dude.
The Supreme Court. Damn. Three Non-Blondes. Oh, man.
That's so
Next level
good.
puns.
Yeah.
That
This
is-
guy eats bagels.
All
Do I
right,
know you?
we got two left. Jesse, what happened just before this photo was taken?
I don't know. Whatever fucking team won the World Series won the World Series.
Right. The baseballs.
The sports team did the thing that people like.
All right, and Ivy,
Oh.
what Marvel movie is this from?
Oh my God, the one with the guy that has the six pack.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. That has been wrong answers only. Very exciting. All right, time for Steve and Chad to come out of the protective bubble. Steve and Chad, pencils down. How are you guys doing? I can't tell if Chad is cheating or if his
well,
video
damn.
froze. It's one of those
Nice,
two.
Mike.
How did you guys feel about your time in the bubble?
Man, I've never felt more like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Is it Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal?
Is it GIF or GIF?
Gyllenhaal?
It's definitely GIF, but I don't know about Gyllenhaal and Gyllenhaal, and I don't think the two are
Either
connected.
way, that joke didn't work.
Excuse me. My God.
All right, so
It's
now
all
we're going to
good.
throw Jesse and Ivy into the bubble and Chad and play the game with Chad and Steve. So, Ivy, your setups you're going to have will be, you ever notice how Kendall Jenner is just a fancy version of? Ellipses. A college in Bali is accepting coconuts as tuition. Still no word on. Ellipses. Firefighters rescued 3 men that were stuck in a tumble dryer. That still doesn't explain. Ellipses. And high school for me was like DoorDash. Ellipses. This is your first time on the show, Ivy. How excited are you for this?
I'm honestly terrified. I feel like, what am I doing here? But I'm here. So
Yeah, that's
roll
kind
with
of
it.
how I feel most of the time anyway.
All right, Jesse, here are your setups. You will be adding punchlines to the following setups. 1, my family is like election night, ellipses. 2, a non-scalable fence is to be erected around the White House before the election without giving too much away, ellipses. Number 3, a Florida man was mauled by a leopard after paying $150 for a, quote, full contact experience. In keeping with regulation, ellipses. And finally, number 4, have you ever tried Daniel Radcliffing? That's when you, ellipses.
This is
How do you
great.
feel about those, Jesse?
They seem fun. I will look at these for a while, and then I may or may not write anything for them. But I love the setups; they're so good. Okay.
Perfect. All right. So into the bubble they go. They will write those punchlines for 5 minutes while we play Scavenger Hunt. Scavenger
Whoa.
Hunt, for the audience, if you have not seen it, is a game where we make them pick something from their house that answers a question and explains why it fits that question. It's a great game to have when you don't want to do any more work. All right, next up. All right, find something that isn't a sex toy but could be used as one.
Ooh.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, so you do need to
Okay.
get up out of your chair. Oh man, Chad was just a friggin' blur. Steve looks like a father that just got asked for their allowance a day early. I've never
Steve's
seen
like, I
somebody.
gotta. he's got to wade through them all, I think, to get to it.
Michael asked, "Is the bubble for COVID? Is it safe?" It is for COVID. It is to help spread COVID for people who are trying to get their immunity. That's what it was designed for. We have repurposed it for game shows. We're very excited about it. Okay, I think, was it Steve? Steve, did you arrive back first?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, Steve, what is something that isn't a sex toy but could be used as one?
I have this dragon sculpture.
Please describe how you would use this as a sex toy.
Well, this is actually a Game of Thrones branded sex toy. But unlike the series, this one will have an enjoyable ending.
The dragon design doesn't look as close to Game of Thrones as I remembered. Wait, what is happening? Are you playing the dragon? Is there a keyboard going off somewhere?
No,
I think it's Chad's next.
Right.
Chad's sex toy went off a little early.
I saw
Chad,
him look at his lap. That's how I knew.
Chad, tell us about your premature sex toy.
It's a sexy guitar.
which goes without saying.
No, yeah. I mean, that's.
Dude, this.
I feel
Come
like
on.
you missed
It's
the
even got,
question. Where it's find something
How
that
did I miss
isn't a
the
sex
question?
toy. Find something that is not a sex toy.
Oh, yeah. I see what you did there. You're a real rascal. Damn. Okay.
But please-
okay.
Please
But yeah,
describe
it's got vibrato on there. It's got vibrato on there. Wouldn't this look wonderful? Just shut someone's hoo-ha.
Or Islam says so.
Our Islam. Thanks for the follow, Our Islam. Appreciate it.
But Chad, which way do you go first? Is it the handle on one side, or is that the insertion point on the other side?
It's suitable for both, and you can play a tune while it's happening. You know, add a little vibrato on there, right? So hit the G spot while you're hitting the G note.
All right, I think we have time to do one more.
Yep.
And that is find your favorite tchotchke in either your room or your home. We don't have enough time to go all the way around the house.
Okay.
Let's see. I bought some of Trump's bathwater to get my COVID immunity. I get where you're going, Queen of Blaze, but still incredibly disgusting. I'm more grossed out than I am amused by that. And then God Eats Bagels. I've been selling bathwater to people saying it's Trump's and will give them COVID immunity. Well done. I like that people are out there hustling. And Queen of Blaze is happy with the product, so who can complain? All right, we'll go with Chad first this time, since we went with Steve first last time.
Look at this dude.
Oh, I know. I remember that guy.
Oh my God.
He's a precious. It's like a frog man with a umbrella thing.
It doesn't look like
He's
there's
very
much.
cute. He's got a tie on.
I was there for that purchase, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
There's
Very
not
adorable.
much.
Oh yeah, I got this in Seattle, didn't I?
Yep.
At
There's
that
definitely
place
not much
in Seattle.
foreplay with that one. That one just kind of
Not at all.
you right to it.
Exactly.
There's a good pause after it, but then just to start is a banger.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the thing about that thing as an aphrodisiac, you have to hide it because otherwise you become superfluous.
And he's wearing like red underpants.
Oh yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is.
Does the frog have a name?
I never named him. That's wrong of me.
Right.
Wow.
You're in the chat. Name
I should
Chad's
have a name
frog.
for it. Wow. Yeah, drop it in the comments.
Is it anatomically
Name.
correct? Does it have like a bulge there, or?
Well,
I don't know
no,
if
there's
frogs really have it.
It looks like
Phil
he's
asks all
totally
the
smart,
pressing questions that everybody wants to know.
Like the whole chat room didn't want to ask that.
That's right.
Frogs aren't usually hanging dong, though, are they?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how frogs
Phil,
work.
can you answer this question, please?
I mean, I'd assume it'd be on restaurants if if you could eat it. I'm sure it'd be big enough to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like capers.
Let's go to Steve now. What is your favorite tchotchke in your room or home?
Not his favorite, but it was close by. So somebody gave me a Teen Wolf, but like
Yes.
But what I think is amazing, and like it's what I love about it. It's like he's this is right in his like peak Teen Wolf phase. This is when he was surfing on vans. He was just coming into his own, like not quite realizing that, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm special without the wolf. But like this was like the peak moment in the coming of age tale. Like he's sort of becoming an asshole, but also at the same time just embracing his differentness. I mean, which, speaking of Teen Wolf, it's a lesson it's a tale as old as time. I mean, it really, like, it takes us, like, everybody has a wolf inside him, right? That's what you take away from this, right? Everyone's got a wolf inside him. Be confident in that wolf. You don't have to, the wolf doesn't have to be unleashed for people to understand how special you really are. Like, and so it just this is a lesson for us all. Keep the wolf out of sight, and let the wolf guide you.
Don't let the wolf pop out on the Zoom chat.
No, yeah, don't Jeff Toobin. Or if you're on Twitch, leave the wolf behind.
All right,
that's clearly the Michael J. Fox one, not the Jason Bateman one, right?
Yeah. That would be Teen Wolf 2,
right?
TOO, also known as Teen Wolf also.
Though based on your description, Steve, it sounds like he would be the star of Pre-Teen Wolf.
Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that there'd be a middle-aged wolf. I would like to be a part of that.
All right. All 4 comics have written their punchlines, so let's see who's got the best ones and play Punched Up.
Yep, and I think me. All right. Our writing staff here at Blabbermouth holds the comedic catchphrases in very high regard. So to honor the classic catchphrases such as "You might be a redneck" or "Hamburger," our staff has given each of you a quarter-pointed catchphrase of your very own, so we ask the comics to lean in on those and perform them to the fullest after saying your punchline.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
The denouement.
All right, so the first round we are going is Chad versus Steve. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Chad versus Steve. I'm ready. You're ready. First up, Chad, tell me about your doctor.
Well, my doctor said that I have a bad case of John Mulaney because white women love me. All aboard the gravy train.
Sometimes these catchphrases, I'm like, that's just going to be Chad Opitz going forward if it wasn't him already. All right, Steve.
Yeah.
Tell me about that store you want to open.
Yeah, I want to open a store that only sells overalls and call it "No Shirts, No Shoes, No People of Color."
What's your catchphrase?
Oh, get your laugh on!
I was very concerned for a brief moment there that your catchphrase was "No People of Color" and that it was ended earlier.
And I gotta say that every time. No,
and I was like, we have to fire whoever came up with that. All right.
All right. So in the chat now, if you're watching on Twitch, you can vote. 1 for Chad. My doctor said I have a bad case of John Mulaney. Or 2 for Steve's. I want to open a store that only sells overalls. So just enter 1 or 2 in the chat, and you'll get your votes in. Be sure you're voting. There's a lot of you in there, so make sure you determine which comic is funnier.
Let's see.
Oh, also, if you're a subscriber, your votes count for 3 instead of just the 1. So incentive for you to, if you're subscribed, your vote is heavily weighted.
Coming in heavy for Steve on that one. Man, Steve, you are way better at this.
Oh, Phil.
This game.
Phil trying to be the great equalizer. All right, Phil. I'll see you, Phil.
It's like a good competition. I just want a good game.
I really thought Steve was just looking at his notes, thinking, touching up his next joke, and he's just staring at who's voting so that he can have vendettas against them later.
That's right.
Michael, I don't think your vote will count if you put the question mark, so you got to just do the number, I think.
Hey, no, you know what, Phil? You know what? You're leading the witness.
Yeah, you can only vote 1 time, unfortunately.
Phil's agenda, man.
I saw that. Someone tried to sneak in a double vote.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so Steve, with 54% of the vote, you just eked that one out over Chad. Congratulations.
And you know what? My respect for Chad is like I don't necessarily want to beat Chad, but just knowing that it makes Phil a little sadder that I did well is that's the victory. Man. That's the victory.
I'm on your team, Steve.
Moving on to Aivy versus Jesse. Aivy, do you have any thoughts on Kendall Jenner?
Kendall Jenner. You ever notice how Kendall Jenner is just a fancy version of Sandra Bullock, but after she got her Academy Award money. Rise and shine, it's laughing time.
I like the rhyming. Catchphrase is really bringing it.
Why?
Next up, Jesse. Tell me about your family.
My family's like election night. Patriotic, and I only interact with them once every 4 years. I'm just kidding. I don't know if my family's in the chat. I love them very much. I don't talk to them enough, but I should talk to them more, honestly. Well, butter my butt.
Again, I was worried that long diatribe about your family was your catchphrase.
All right, vote in the chat now. 1 for Ivy with you ever notice how Kendall Jenner is a fancy version of, or 2 for Jesse's My Family is Like Election Night. 1 for Ivy, 2 for Jesse. Get your votes in.
I don't know if it's just because we're back to the non-Halloween set, but I'm just really feeling the theme today.
Yeah. You crush these visuals.
Oh, thank you. That's what I've been doing all this quarantine, just crushing visuals. Wake up in the morning, have my visual hammer,
Dude,
and just
Red
go to the
Scott
quarry.
is such a tech bro. Dude, I'm crushing visuals every
Crushing visuals,
damn day. That's all I know.
Shit. Are we allowed to? Oh, I can vote too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah, no.
offset Phil's vote.
Not
All
only
right.
is voting
Damn,
allowed,
I'm the
and
tiebreaker. Holy shit.
Me.
All right.
no, if
Ivy,
that-
holy shit, you did it.
No,
What? Ivy.
not gonna question it. Hey!
Oh my God.
Because I like to watch the world burn.
Oh,
Oh, what just happened? At the last second, two
Oh,
Jesse,
oh,
as I went to hit it, 2 Jesse votes came in. Wow, I have not had that happen before. Ozfest, Steve,
I was just trying to make it a tie, but then somebody else came
but
sliding
then
in.
God Eats Bagels slid in, and Jesse just barely pulled that one out. Wow. Very, very
Wow.
controversial.
That was a sensual thing, right?
good round, Ivy. Handshake.
Pow, pow. That was great.
All right, next round is Steve versus
Oh.
Ivy. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, 100% of energy from Steve. Or Steve, any thoughts about Milwaukee?
Lots, actually, yes. A Milwaukee County supervisor apologized for using Cardi B's song WAP to promote their weatherization assistance program. To be fair, though, Wisconsin is known for noisy cheese. Get your laugh on!
Steve is going against Ivy. Ivy. Do you know about any colleges in Bali?
College in Bali is accepting coconuts as tuition. Still no word on where the coconuts go after the students drop out. Rise and shine, it's laughing time.
The commitment to...
Rise and shine, everybody. Welcome to Laughing Time.
I enjoy it.
All right, get your votes in. 1 for Steve's, a Milwaukee County supervisor, apologized for using Cardi B's song WAP. Or 2 for Ivy's, a college in Bali is accepting coconuts as tuition. 1 for Steve, 2 for Ivy.
Oh, man, these jokes have been fire tonight.
Good work, guys.
I'm going to use a few,
By the
like
way,
in,
you
in
got...
my set.
Oh, man, people going hard for Steve. They recognized that genius for what it was.
I'm just going to keep the
Phil is so
catchphrase.
sad.
Definitely go see a band called Noisy.
As a reminder, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook to vote, you need to go to twitch.tv/blabbermouthgame. If that's too much, you can go to blabbermouth.live, and that'll have a link that will send you here as well. Oh, getting close again.
Ah!
All right, Ivy, I'll see that one.
Raymond asked, what are we voting for? We are voting for the best joke. So we just had 2 jokes read aloud to us. So I would, you know what? I'd say refrain to the next round, or if one of them wants to try and buy your vote right now, we are okay with corrupt voting.
That's my
So if
family.
any-
He'll fucking vote.
Better tell him what to do.
Love it. The commit. Yeah, he just threw the 2 in the chat. Welcome, Raymond.
Nice. Tubing the Toad. I like that.
Oh, Pooping the Toad, yeah.
Tubing the
All
Toad's
right.
not bad.
I'm naming it too.
All right, Steve is at 53.8%. Well done. You have pulled that one out.
Thank you. Rub it. That's a good one.
And the final head-to-head match of the first round, we have Jesse versus Chad.
Wow.
Jesse, are you ready?
Jesse the Body Fernandez.
All right, Jesse. Do you know about anything that's, I don't know, non-scalable?
Yeah, a non-scalable fence is to be erected around the White House before election. Without giving too much away, we put a shitload of leopards inside. Let's see what happens. Well, just butter my butt.
All right, next up is Chad. Chad, tell me about this Sausage King.
Well, a Russian sausage king was killed in a sauna with a crossbow, which is why they were caught off guard when they couldn't fend off their attackers with their enormous genitals. All aboard the gravy train. Doot, doot.
Oh.
All right.
Oh man, two very strong ones.
Yeah. Get your votes in now. One for Jesse's non-scalable fence is to be erected around the White House, or two for Chad's Russian sausage king was killed with a crossbow.
Oh man, Ivy, you got some props from Queen of Blaze.
Oh.
Doing well. Rubit, welcome Elsquard. I don't think we've seen you in here before without that name. Welcome. Same to Michael Epple. Yeah, and if you guys just follow us, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and then we have a comic poker show Friday night at 9. So come check out all those shows. It's a good time. Oh man, Jesse. Pulling ahead. A lot of ground on this one.
Sorry, what's happening? Oh, yeah. Cool.
Jesse's also playing another game show at the same time.
Jesse is to punchline writing game shows like poker players were in the early aughts. Just like 4 open at the same time. A bot that he has just writing punchlines for all of them.
I've already lost 3 houses.
All right, closing that one down. Jesse with 63% of the vote. Congrats, Jesse, on winning the final head-to-head match of the first round. And that brings us to...
Shake my hand, Chad.
Other side. Yeah, they got it. Perfect.
Looks so real.
Now, if somebody could do the
like...
handshake emoji in the chat to bring them together.
Yeah.
Looks like you guys are doing something else, but yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
No.
That's only for the winner, Jesse.
I can almost hear the keytar from here.
Yeah.
All right, end of round one. It's time to get our standings, see where we stand. Phil, where do we stand?
We stand in a lot of ties, Red. That's where we're at, Red. And then tied for, I guess, third place, you could call it, are both Chad and Ivy with 0 points.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's still anybody's game, really. And then tied for first place, my best friend Steve and Jesse with 1 point or 2 points each. So they swept their rounds.
So
All
well done.
right.
Very exciting. But it does not end here. First, we have an entire another round, a round we like to call round 2. Are you guys ready?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The big difference in this round versus the other round, the scoring is the same. They are also doing punchlines to setups, but we are on this side. First round, the matchup, Steve versus Jesse. Steve, are you ready?
You can throw out the records when these two match up.
Also, Pan destroyed the chat. Hey, Pan, thanks for hanging out. So, you know, you're on time every other time. You can be late once, but never again. All right, here we go. Steve, tell me about a father.
Okay. Yeah, a father built his daughter a 50-foot pirate ship for Halloween, which confirms everyone's suspicions that the father was a serial killer because the hull of the ship was filled with candy and human fingers. Don't laugh on!
Love the commitment to the catchphrase. Thank you, Steve. Now we go to Jesse. Jesse, a topic nobody's touched before. Tell me about a Florida man.
Sure. A Florida man was mauled by a leopard after paying $150 for a full contact experience. In keeping with regulations, that guy was shat all over in the Florida subreddit. Well, just butter my butt.
It's the face that makes that work.
He really just becomes the character. Like,
yeah.
Like that. I really like that catchphrase.
No, I'm just saying if they do any rebooting of the Ernest series, I mean you've got to get it.
I'm happy to participate as Vern.
Jesse goes to camp.
All right, vote now in the chat. 1 for Steve's a father built his daughter a 50-foot pirate ship, or 2 for Jesse's a Florida man was mauled by a leopard. 1 for Steve, 2 for Jesse.
Vote, people. Vote now. Practice for democracy. Maybe we'll be able to find ways to make these votes actual votes in the presidential election. You don't know. You have to vote now before we can figure that out, though.
Well, they're going to be tabulating these
really
votes
hard.
days.
You're voting for the... Yeah, there you go. That's what I like to see.
Oh, that's a big comeback.
You might not know who wins this round for
Still got to wait for the Arizona vote.
All right, Jesse, I see your self-vote, and I match it.
No.
I mean, we know who's going to win Florida. Hanging Chad Opitz.
Florida, America's skin tag.
That's awful.
All right, with 17 votes, 64.7% of the votes, Steve won that matchup, which tightened towards the end. Harrowing.
Was.
Next head-to-head matchup we have is Ivy versus Chad. Ivy, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ivy. Tell me about these firefighters.
Firefighters rescued 3 men that were stuck in a tumble dryer. That still doesn't explain why the rest of my house is still on fire. Rise and shine, it's laughing time.
When you deliver your catchphrase, I just feel warm and happy. Like, I'm just like, oh, thank you. It's so good to see you.
Hi.
Chad, do you have any thoughts on Costco?
Costco.
That's how it's
I
pronounced.
do. I find the way you say it very disturbing. Costco dropped coconut milk amid allegations of a brand's forced monkey labor. Say what you want about White Claw, but at least it's prepared by children. All aboard the gravy train!
I love that one so much. Oh, man.
Hey, get your votes in now. 1 for Ivy's firefighters rescue 3 men stuck in a tumble dryer. 2 for Chad's Costco dropped coconut milk amid allegations of forced monkey labor. 1 for Ivy, 2 for Chad. We got a big chat room, so get your votes in. This will determine the game.
I mean, I actually really love that. Like, Chad tends to be like kind of out there, but kind of sweet in his stand-up. And when put into a joke competition, the knives come out. I love Dark Chad Opitz.
Savage.
They're real filthy.
Yeah. All of a sudden, his lightsaber has 2 sides, and they're both red. It's very exciting.
Oh my God.
All right, Chad. Looks like Chad pulled that one out. 64.3% of the vote. Congratulations, Chad, on that one. And now we're coming down to it. We got 2 more head-to-head matchups. This one, Jesse versus Ivy. Jesse, tell me about Daniel Radcliffing.
Have you ever heard of Daniel Radcliffing? That's when you let a leopard just butter my butt. Well, just butter my butt.
Never before done double catchphrase. Incredible. New techniques being invented on this one.
Always be closing.
Next up, Ivy, tell me about how high school was like for you.
High school for me was like DoorDash. I swallowed a lot of things I didn't actually pay for. Rise and shine, it's laughing time.
Oh man, I honestly have no idea which way this one's gonna go.
Yeah, vote in the chat now. 1 for Jesse's. Have you ever tried Daniel Radcliffing? Or 2 for Ivy's. High school for me was like DoorDash. I'm not gonna lie, this could determine the game right here. So if you're in the chat, please make sure you vote. As always, subscribers get weighted. Their vote counts for 3.
Technically, this is more high school. A lot of swallowing. Fuck, you guys can hear me.
Oh, we can hear you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, Squid the mom. Is that somebody else's mom? We already got Phil's mom. Is Phil's mom creating
my
alts?
She might be.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Derailed Cheddar. You're a hero. Can we get one more follow before the theme song ends?
Oh yeah. We're trying to get at least 150 today.
Derailed cheddar? Derailed cheddar sounds a lot like noisy cheese to me.
We can not. All right. Ivy. Whoa, just one extra vote right at the end there. 55.6%. Michael, thank you for the follow. Got it right at the end there. Welcome, man. Queen of Blazes actually Phil's mom. Plot twist. Perhaps this is like the science fiction show The Expanse and Phil has 5 moms. I would love to find that out. Thank you, Elsquard, for the follow. Incredible stuff happening here. All right, so we are down to, that was, I believe, Jesse versus Ivy. We now have the final head-to-head joke competition before we figure it out. Darren, thank you for the follow. All I had to do was ask during the theme song, I guess.
Yeah, I know. That's it. It's free to follow. I don't know if you guys know that. Maybe they don't even know that. It is free for you guys to follow.
Yeah.
Just click
You also can subscribe. Is it just the asking? Thanks, Squid the Mom. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see?
Going crazy.
Oh, this is great.
Steve, do you know, what were you telling me about Johnny Depp?
Oh, you ever notice how Johnny Depp looks like a worse version of Johnny Depp?
Incredible work. Going against Chad. Chad, what do you call your bedroom?
I call my bedroom Subway because I can take something that should never be bad and somehow find a way to make it wildly disappointing. All aboard the gravy train!
The one thing that might fix a Subway sandwich, gravy. Chad Opitz. Incredible work.
How have they not done it?
I don't know. All right, so vote now. One Steve, 2 Chad. Also, I don't know if we have any Subwayologists in the chat. Has Subway ever had a sandwich with gravy? It feels like they must have at some point.
I feel like they treat mayonnaise like gravy.
I feel like that would be more like a soft brown situation. Put gravy on it.
What was that, Chad?
Yeah, there's got to be. Has to have been a gravy item. Like doesn't seem like they would have had like a Thanksgiving turkey thing and then like a side of gravy.
That's a great point. Also, Subway seems like a corporation that loves money, and people love gravy.
I accidentally voted for Q.
I saw that.
You can put another number in there.
It was a bold move there, Jesse.
Damn it. Come on. Gee whiz.
Maybe it was just an au jus. I like that.
Up.
Oh, I love that C says, I don't think so, but I don't eat there, but still has hot takes on Subway. I love the confidence. Jesse QAnon confirmed. I love it. We're going to find out the election results tonight. We're going to find out the election was won by JFK Jr.
Totally. Yeah. Just going to Google some QAnon stuff. Oh, that's horrifying.
19. All right. It's very close. I'm going to call this very quickly. Boom. Chad eked that out in the end.
Chad ekes it out.
Tie number 9. 52.6%. Raymond tried to vote for the winner after the fact. Very excited to see Raymond voting Wednesday, November 4th for the president.
That's my family.
He's like, yeah, I vote for winners. It's kind of my thing. All right. So that takes us to the very end and time for the final standings. It is time for us to find out who won this week's Blabbermouth. Phil.
Oh, I hope it's me.
Let us hear it.
Butter your own butt, Jesse.
So, I hate saying last place, but we'll call it third place because there was a tie. Third place was Ivy with 1 point. Thank you for joining us, Ivy. That was awesome. In second place, tied for second with 2 points each. Jesse and Chad coming in second, and then coming in first, the first Blabbermouth champion, reigning his will against the whole. I don't know. I'm having a small stroke. Steve won.
That's how you should announce every winner. I'm having a stall stroke.
Phil's new catchphrase. He leaves the audience. Hey guys, I'm having a small stroke. Thanks for watching.
You should make that a catchphrase for somebody on the next show.
All right, Steve Ausburne, congratulations. If people want to find you, see your work elsewhere, where can they find you?
Well, if you want to find me on the old socials, you look for Ozfest, AUSFEST.
I don't get it.
Oh, thank you, C.
Thanks for seeing.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can just come to my house. I'll make you a latte. We'll have a time.
Happy to be there. Chad Opitz, where can people look for you?
Just my name is Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Chad Opitz, and take Steve up on that latte offer. He makes a hell of a latte.
It's true. I stand by it.
I love coffee.
All right, Jesse, where can people find you online?
You can find me at Jesse Fernandez on Twitter, baby.
Yeah.
Is that a Twitter competitor?
Yeah, on Twitter, baby.
Yeah.
I started it. I'm being sued by Twitter.
Kid-friendly Twitter.
Yeah.
I did start a Twitter competitor. You can look it up online. It's grossdudes.biz. That is real. You can look that up. It's a great site.
That sounds like Twitter.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Ivy,
Yo,
where can people find you?
they can find me on Aivy Cordova, just my name, on Instagram and Twitter. I have a website for those of you that like to kick it old school, and it's just ivycordova.com.
Oh, nice. A website. It's
Yeah,
not even a
I miss
community. I can just
websites.
look at it. I like websites. That is exciting stuff. Okay. Just one last time, if you guys want to give us a follow, if you want to give us a subscription, we would love that. We appreciate all of you being here and being on the show. We do this every Monday and Wednesday, so definitely come Wednesday, because I think that's going to be a very fun show, one way or the other, or possibly just a very cathartic show. There will be a lot of alcohol either way.
No, this was the last one you'll ever do.
You can also find our poker stream. We have it every 9 p.m. All stand-up comics playing poker, talking, being bad at poker is a great time. Anything else, Phil?
Yeah, just thanks again for subscribing or following us. If you haven't, please do. You can also get all of our social information on our website at blabbermouth.live. That has all of our schedules and social handles on there as well. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, thanks for everybody who joined us for the first time. We're going to raid a fan, a big contributor to the show, supporter, Max Eddy. I know a lot of you guys know Max, so we're going to head over there. He's a really cool guy. I believe he's playing games tonight that you can participate in. Cool. If not, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Congrats again to Steve Ausburne for the win. Chad Opitz, Jesse Fernandez, Aivy Cordova. I've been Red Scott.
I'm Phil Griffiths. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Get your laugh on.
Well, better my butt.
Rise and shine.